very warm welcome to our channel APSC Bro. We are going to start a new series in which we will be solving all the previous year question papers from APSC. Whenever we have to succeed in an examination, solving previous year question paper is very important. This not only gives us an idea what kind of question can be asked, but also gives us an idea of the repeated question that comes. So it helps if there is any repetition of question. Okay, so we're going to start doing that. For today, we are going to solve the question paper of Junior Administrative Assistant exam conducted by APSC this year, that is 2022. Okay, we are going to solve it. We are going to give the explanations for the solutions. Plus, we are going to also tell you what are the additional questions that can come from the same topic. So note down all the important topics, all the important questions that can come up. Also, whenever you feel that something is important, pause the video, note down the answers, note down the important points, because we have to go fast because we have to solve 100 questions. Okay, let's begin. This is the question paper. Now, because this is a photograph and it is not very clear, so we had taken the pain of writing each and every question separately so that it is clear to you. Okay, let's begin the first question. So the first question, in this video we are going to solve the D question paper. Okay, set D of the question paper. First question, the country having the longest common boundary with India is option A is China, option B Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal. There are few more other countries which shares land boundary with India is Bhutan, Afghanistan, Myanmar, right? For this question, the answer is Bangladesh. Now let's see some facts about it. The first important fact is that this is trivia and is important from APSC point of view, that India shares a total land boundary of 15,200 international land boundary, right? The longest is with Bangladesh 4096, second longest is with China 3917 kilometer, third is with Pakistan 3310, fourth is with Nepal 17252. After that, it's Myanmar 1458. There was a question in UPSC few years back in which you had to arrange the land boundaries according to ranks, ascending and descending order. So it is Bangladesh, China, Pakistan, and Nepal, like that. Okay. Now, because it is APSC, Assam is important. Assam shares a total length of 533 kilometer of international boundary. Out of that, Bangladesh 267.5, Bhutan 265.8, and there are 8 districts in Assam which shares land boundary with international countries. Okay, so this is very important, 8 number of districts, right? So this is a map which will give you an idea of the land boundaries shared. Okay, this has to be Bangladesh. This had been wrongly written here. It's Bangladesh. Okay, so you can see Assam shares boundary with 2 countries, Bhutan and Bangladesh, right? You can see China, how many states shares boundary with China? There was a question in UPSC in recent years. It's Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal, Ladakh. I have told you in previous videos also, map based study is very important. Please have your map handy, refer to it whenever it is important. If you are appearing for UPSC, this kind of questions are very important, like which are the states which shares boundary with Pakistan. You can see it clearly from the map. Okay, so this is important. Please go through that. Next question. India's Eastern Ghats and Western Ghat ranges are connected by Cardamom Hills, Annamalai, Nilgiri, Palani Hills. Okay, now we know Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats are parts of the Deccan peninsular part of India, and it is connected by the Nilgiri Hills. Okay, but Nilgiri Hills itself is a part of Western Ghats. This is also an important question. Okay, Nilgiri Hills is a part of Western Ghats. Again, we can refer to a map. This is a map of a few ranges of India. Okay, you can see this is the Eastern Ghat, this is the Western Ghat. They connected by Nilgiri Hills. The highest peak in Nilgiri is Dodaveta. This is also important trivia. You have to remember it. The highest peak of Nagaland, Mount Saramati, like that. Now, regarding Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats, we will read in our geography lessons. Western Ghat is also the biodiversity hotspot I have told you before in one of the videos, and it also acts this area becomes rain shadow because of the Western Ghats. Why is it so, and other things we'll be discussing in our geography lessons. Okay, now Aravalli Range is a very important ranges. Just read maps, the ranges map, the river systems map. These things are very important. Okay, next question. Vishnu Rava Award is given for the contribution towards. এই কুৱেশ্যনটো আমি যদি নপঢ়োঁ, এইটো ট্ৰিভিয়া কুৱেশ্যন, তো জেনেৰেলি জিকে বেছ কাৰেণ্ট এফেয়াৰ্ছ কুৱেশ্যন। কিন্তু যদি আমাৰ বাই চান্স এইটো নাজানো, আমি কেতিয়াবা অলপ গেছ কৰিব পাৰোঁ। আমাৰ বিষ্ণু ৰাভা কি বুলি কোন বুলি কওঁ তেওঁক আমি কলাগুৰু বিষ্ণু ৰাভা বুলি কওঁ কলা মানে কালচাৰ so it will be Assamese culture okay so even if you don't know something if you have read something you have half knowledge sometimes you can do guesswork okay next question name the first Indian women cricketer to score 10,000 international runs now again this is a trivia based question if you have read it you'll know it if not you cannot okay but since Mithali Raj is well known you get to know in the newspapers a lot C can be answer and C is the answer that is Mithali Raj okay there cannot be any subsequent question from this question next question this is very very important in which year of the following has the preamble of the constitution been amended amendments of the constitution is very important we'll be doing it thoroughly when we'll be doing the political science lessons okay for this question the answer is 42nd amendment now 42nd amendment the year for 42nd amendment is very important it had been asked before in APSC one of the APSC papers when was the 42nd amendment done it was 1976 now 42nd amendment is also known as the mini constitution because a large number of sections of the constitution was amended through this now one thing you have to understand these amendments and everything these are very important from both prelims and mains point of view now 42nd amendment was mainly done in order to strengthen the power of the government to take actions to make policies to take strong actions regarding the implementation of the policies so whatever the amendments were made were mainly towards making strengthening the powers of the government the first thing the preamble the word socialist secular integrity was added now reading the preamble and by hearting it word by word is very important by heart the entire preamble try to read out the entire preamble even without looking at it it will be very helpful each and every word in the preamble is important from the prelims point of view okay next amendment was that the seventh schedule the 5 subjects were transferred from state list to the concurrent list schedules are again very important and we'll be doing it very thoroughly in our political science lessons now there are 3 lists in the 7th schedule central list state list and a concurrent list center can take action on the state central list states can take action on the state list and concurrent list both the state and the center has the power so in this amendment through this amendment the following subjects were transferred from the state list to the concurrent list these were education forest weight and measures protection of wildlife and birds and administration of justice that means from now on center can also take action on these subjects before that it was only the power of the state so that's what I have been telling you through the 42nd amendment the power of the center or the government was strengthened next amendment 10 fundamental rights were added to which article 51A this is also very important through which committee Saran Singh committee okay next is it made the president bound to the advice of the cabinet okay now we know DPSP what is DPSP directive principles okay so 4 new directive principles were added okay they were to secure opportunities of healthy development of children free legal aid to the poor etc now this question on this 4 new DPSPs added to 42nd amendment was also asked in UPSC in the recent years so this is also very important next question as per which amendment act the right to property was deleted from article 31 of the constitution as one of the fundamental rights of Indian citizens so along with the 42nd amendment 44th amendment is also very very important so this answer to this question is the 44th amendment again the year for this is very important that is 1978 now through this amendment somehow those actions taken in the 42nd amendment in order to strengthen the center was nullified to a little extent okay the first thing it was trying to reverse the provisions made by 42nd amendment that allowed the government to amend the constitution on its wish by article 368 article 47 the 42nd amendment gave the center or the government immense power in order to towards amendment of the constitution Regarding this, we will be doing Kesavananda Bharti case, basic structure and other cases which will be helpful to you in prelims and mains point of view. We will be discussing that in our political science lessons. For now, let's see. The right to property was removed by the 44th Amendment, and proclamation of emergency. Before it was that the emergency can be proclaimed even if there is an internal disturbance. Okay, now this provision was amended in the 44th Amendment. They said that no, you cannot proclaim an emergency in that case. It has to be war or the security of the nation has to be threatened, only then you can proclaim emergency. Okay, it was done to curb the misuse of power by the center. Okay. So the next question, who is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Now this is a trivia based question. If you have read it in your political science notes, you'll know it. It's the Vice President of India. In which thing it is given? It is given in Article 64. Articles are also very important when you are preparing for an APSC exam. In this case, the article is 64. Now, the next 8th question. Who can appoint the Attorney General of India? President, Vice President, Prime Minister, or the Chief Justice of Supreme Court? The answer is President of India. If he has appointed the Attorney General, it is also the power of the President to remove him. Okay. Now, which article deals with Attorney General? It is Article 76. Now, who can be Attorney General? He has to be the qualification of being a judge of Supreme Court. Now, he holds the office during the pleasure of President because he can be removed as well as appointed by the President. This is very important. Okay. The next thing that is important is that the Attorney General can represent the government in any legal matter in the court, or he can give the advice to the President regarding any legal matter. Okay. Next question, very interesting and very important. TALIMEREN Ao, the former Indian team captain from the then Naga Hills district of Assam, was associated with which field of sports? Volleyball, cricket, football, hockey. The answer is football. Now, two things. That time when TALIMEREN Ao was the captain, it was 1948, just after independence. At that time, Nagaland was a part of Assam. When did Nagaland got separated as a separate state? 1963. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, very interesting thing. TALIMEREN Ao, he represented India as a captain in Summer Olympics held in London. Okay, so London is important fact. When he addressed the press meet, he was wearing no shoes. He was just wearing thick socks and protective bandages, and he got a lot of media attention. Okay, so he was the captain of Indian national football team. Very interesting question. At that time, it was Assam. Okay. Next question. In which year did Jammu and Kashmir become the Union Territory of India? Very interesting and very important. Plus, very easy, because if you're following news, you will know when it is. It is 2019. Through Reorganization Act of 2019. J&K Reorganization Act 2019. Okay. By abrogating Article 370. Now, what is Article 370? Why was it abrogated? Those things read on yourself. It's very important if you happen to prepare for mains. Okay. Now, important other thing. Radhakrishna Mathur was appointed as the first Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh, and Girish Chandra Murmu as the first Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. These are two important facts. Make a note of them. Okay. Now, the next question. The Election Commission of India was established on the basis of Article 330, 324, 323, 315. The answer is Article 324. Election Commission, very important body of India. It conducts all the elections, both the central and the state elections. Yes, the State Election Commission, on the other hand, conducts the election of these panchayats and other things, municipalities, right? Okay. The Election Commission of India, when was it established? 1950. So presently it has one chief election commissioner and two other election commissioners. So it is a 3-member body, right? And all these members, the chief and the other two election commissioners, they have the same powers and other benefits as the Supreme Court judge. Okay. They held the office for 6 years or until when they are 65 years of age. Currently, Rajiv Kumar is the Chief Election Commissioner. He is the 25th Election Commissioner of India. Right? Okay. Next question. The IMF is an agency that provides, option A, loans for the post-World War II reconstruction, technical assistance to stock market and financial market problem, short-term credit for the international balance of payment deficits, bonds denominated in the US dollar as loan to LDC. The correct answer is C. Short-term credit for the international balance of payments deficits. As I have discussed before, IMF is a very important body. Try to read when was it incepted, where is its headquarters, etc. Okay. One important trivia from this question: loans for the post-World War II construction is issued by IBRD. Was issued by IBRD. Okay. Next question: which of the following is not true for the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana? Now, Ujjwala Yojana, what is it related to? It is related to LPG. We know that. Okay. So this question is somehow on the line of UPSC. Usually APSC doesn't ask this type of questions previously, but currently it is shifting towards the trend of UPSC. So very interesting question. 4 statements are written about Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, and you have to pick the wrong one, right? The first is LPG connections would be issued in the name of the heads of the BPL households regardless of their gender. Now, one thing very important about Ujjwala Yojana is that it was only available for women who were above 18 years of age. So, this statement is wrong. A male candidate cannot apply for Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. So, the first statement is wrong, in which it is saying that regardless of their gender, someone can apply. It's wrong. Only the women members above 18 years can apply, right? So we have got our answer. So which is not true, option A. Still, the other 3 options you can have a look. The scheme was launched in 1st May 2016. This is correct. The scheme was aims to safeguard the health of women and children by providing a clean cooking fuel named LPG. Yes, very true, because it will help prevention of burning of wood, which creates smoke, which is a health hazard. So it is correct. Identification of BPL families will be done through socio-economic caste census data. This is the best way to do. Whenever there is a concern about BPL or the caste related data, socio-economic caste census data is the most reliable one. Okay. So the answer is A. 14. The project bold Bamboo Oasis on land of drought was launched in which Indian state in July 2021? So again a trivia question, general knowledge based. The answer is, see, bamboo based oasis. Whenever we say oasis and other things, the first thing that comes to my mind is desert. So what can be the most likely answer about MP, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat and Rajasthan? It's Rajasthan. Okay. Khadi and Village Industries Commission, which is also known as KVIC, it is the nodal agency. Another important flagship program of KVIC is PMEGP loan for entrepreneurship, for new entrepreneurs, for startups and other things, or anyone who is trying to set up a new business. Okay. Now bamboo oasis and other things. One important thing regarding bamboo is that recently ABRPL has been set up in Numaligarh refinery, which is going to manufacture methanol from bamboo, which is going to be blended with petrol. That is very important thing. Okay. So it has been bold project regarding this question. It is launched in Mandwa, Nisla Mandwa in Udaipur, Assam. Okay. Next question. Find the area of the right angle triangle whose hypotenuse is 10 and the base is 8 cm. So this is a numerical aptitude question. For this we need to know what is a right angle triangle. This is the hypotenuse, H, A is the altitude, B is the base. Now we need to find out what? The area. What is the area? Formula: half into altitude, that is this perpendicular, into base, which is base B. This is base. This is called a hypotenuse. So we don't know the altitude, yes, but we know the base. What is the base? 8 cm. So first we need to find the altitude. How can we find the altitude? By Pythagoras theorem. Yes, Pythagoras theorem, which is h square, that is hypotenuse square, equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? What we need to find out, we know B, which is base, which is given as 8 cm. Hypotenuse H is given as 10 cm, right? So we know this is 10 square, A square, base is 8 square. So A is equal to 10 square minus 8 square, which is going to come out as root over 36, that is 6 cm, right? 6 cm. So our altitude has come out as 6 cm. So we have to put it here, half into 6 into 8, 4, 24. So answer is 24 square centimeter, right? This is the first question. Second, if a student is marked 13 from the right and 8 from the left in a line of students, then how many students are there in total? Okay, this is a very common type of numerical aptitude question. 13th from the right and 8 from the left. Whenever there is a question like this, simplest way to do is that add both these positions, 8 plus 13, okay, and subtract 1 from that. So it is 21 minus 1, that is 20. Okay, the best way to do is add both the positions, subtract 1 from that, the answer will be 20. There can be a question in which there can be asked, he is located 10 from the front, 11 from the back. What is his position? 10 plus 11 minus 1. Okay, so the answer is 20. Next question. Consider the year as 2021. Ratul is the oldest and he will turn 25 years in 2024. Pravat is half the age of Ratul, while Bitul is 4 years older than Pravat. How old will be Pravat in 2024? Right? So the first thing that is, we have to find out two things. We have to know in 2024 and 2021. Okay, what it is given is that Ratul in 2024 his age is 25, right? So what will be his age 3 years before, that is 2021? 22, right? It is given in 2021 Pravat is half the age of Ratul, that means half of 22, that is 11, right? And Bitul is 4 years older, so Bitul is 4 years older than Pravat. 11 plus 4, 15. Okay, we know all this. What do you have to find? How old will be Pravat in 24? So actually Bitul is just given for the sake of the question. It is not important from the question point of view. So now 2021 Pravat age is 11. After 3 years, that is 2024, his age will be 14. So answer is C, 14 years. Okay. Next question. A train 300 meter long crossed a platform 900 meter long in 1 minute. What is the speed of the train in kilometer per hour? So let's see. There is a platform which is 900 meter long. Yes. And there is a train coming which is 300 meter long. Right. This is 300. Now this is the starting point of the train. Now when it crosses this platform, when we say it crosses, when the last end of this train, that is the last point, completely crosses the platform. Yes. So from this point till here, what is the distance, total distance that the train has covered? 900 plus 300, that is 1200 meters. Yes. So it had covered a length of 1200 meter in 1 minute. Right. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 1200 meter in 60 seconds, that is 20 meter per second. This is the speed. Whenever we will be saying speed, we will be either talking in terms of meter per second or kilometer per hour. So 20 meter per second is the speed of the train. Now one thing keep in mind, whenever we have to do questions like this, suppose there's two trains, one train is crossing the other train, the total distance covered will always be the sum of the two lengths. In this case, a train is crossing a platform, so we have to add the length of both the platform and the train. In this case, it had become 1200. So we have got our speed, which is in 20 meter per second. Now we have to convert it in kilometer per hour. Very easy. Whenever we have to convert anything from meter per second to kilometer per hour, we have to multiply it by 18 by 5. Okay, we have to multiply it by 18 by 5. So now also we have to convert it from meter per second to kilometer per hour. So we have to multiply it by 18 by 5, which will give us a value of 72 kilometer per hour. So our answer will be 72 kilometer per hour. Okay. Next question. Okay, next question. Deepak is son of Jagdish Putu is son of Biren. Deepak married to Nima. Nima is Biren's daughter. How is Putu related to Deepak? And whenever we read this type of question, we'll be getting very confused. What? Ki hudia sa Deepak, Jagdish or Jagdish, Deepak. Very confusing, right? So the first thing is that whenever there will be a question like this, always try to draw a flowchart. The first information. Deepak is son of Jagdish. So there is Jagdish. Yes. Jagdish's son is Deepak. Okay. Jagdish has a son Deepak. Putu is Biren, son of Biren. Now there is another person who is Biren and his son is Putu. Okay. Deepak is married to Nima. So Deepak got married to Nima. Right? They are husband and wife. Nima is Biren's daughter. Now Nima is again Biren's daughter. Right? How is Putu related to Deepak? See? Deepak's wife name is Nima and Nima's brother, because they both have the same father, so he'll be brother. So Nima's brother is Putu. So how is Deepak and Putu related? What do you call the brother of your wife? Brother-in-law. So Deepak and Putu, they are brother-in-laws. Okay? So done. Next question. So the next question. First of all, I'm sorry for being lazy. Actually, the question is so big, so I felt lazy to write it down again. So I had a picture of the question so that we can discuss with you. তোমালোক ইমান এলেহুৱা নহবা, তোমালোকে নিজৰ নোটছ একদম ধুনীয়াকৈ বনাবা। মই অকণ ইয়াত এলাহ কৰিলোঁ, তো ইয়াত ফটোখন দিছোঁ, বেয়া নাপাবা, ঠিক আছে? Let's start. Whenever there is a question like this where we have to match two things, see here we have to match, there is minerals on one side and we have to match with the list of places which is famous for those minerals. Okay, coal, iron, lignite, mica. Now whenever there is a question like this, it's not necessarily that you know all the four of them, but you have to pick out which you are most confident about. Now most of us very nicely know that Rourkela here is famous for what? It's famous for iron. So this two has to be related. Now see where the option B and 3 are related. It's B. So without going to the other three options, I can know that the answer is B. Right? See, that's so easy. But it will not be always so easy. There might be questions in which there will be B3 here or B3 or all the three may be B3. So you will get confused. So you have to go to the second option. So I know best that Rourkela is famous for iron. So I have tried to connect both of them first. In that, I can eliminate the other options. Okay. So second thing which I can know is that coal. Yes. One of the most famous coal mines in India, and which is one of the biggest coal mines in India, is Jharia. Okay. So I can now know A has to be 4. See, it is also A4 here. Jharia is one of the biggest coal mines in India. It is famous for bituminous coal. Okay. It is located in Jharkhand. Next, mica. Mica is a very important mineral of India because India has the largest reserves of mica in the world, and Andhra Pradesh is the state with the biggest mica reserves. Okay, mica is famous in Andhra Pradesh, and Nellore is a place in Andhra Pradesh where mica is found. So D will be 1. C. Okay, and C2 lignite. It's famous in naval is famous for lignite. So C2. So in this way we can do this kind of questions. So with this we come to the end of the first part of this paper, Junior Administrative Assistant Exam paper. We'll be doing the next 20 questions in our next section of the video. Till then, revise all these 20 questions, make important notes, try to pick out the important topics, read on them on your own. We'll be coming with the next section of this question paper in the next video. Till then, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe our channel and encourage us. Thank you so much.